Hello. It's just gone midnight. It's Jay's 24-hour readathon and it's still the reading rush. Very exciting. So, that totally didn't sound like I was excited. I'm really excited. I'm just trying to finish off day 5's vlog. This is day 6 vlog. Trying to edit day 5's vlog. I've only got a little bit left to do. The joys of editing earlier on in the day. Please stop vibrating. So my TBR for Jay's 24-hour readathon is to read Unravel Me by Tahira Mafi. I did just start this from 10:30 to 11:30. So I read for an hour. I'm up to page 52. My aim for the evening is to get to at least page 155, chapter 23. Just get 100 more pages done, and then before I go and get some sleep. I haven't had any sleep, so I will be sleeping during this 24-hour readathon. No surprise here. So my aim is to get 100 pages before I actually go to sleep, if I can do that. So then, because this is a relatively chunky book and I would really like to finish it during the readathon, because this is for the prompt of a book, The Colour of Your Birthstone, and it's 460 pages. So this will be my biggest, it'll be my biggest book of the readathon. So it would be really nice to get to page 155 before I go to bed, and then I can try and bash the rest of this. Ouch. Can try and bash the rest of this out tomorrow, but to break it up as well, so I'm not just constantly reading like 460 pages worth of Unite Me. I also have Monstrous Volume 2. So I explained in yesterday's vlog, I've also explained it in my TBR, Reading Rush TBR, but I cocked up when I did I basically, for the prompt of the first book that you touch, I basically decided to take it to Twitter, did a poll of 4 books. 2 books came in neck and neck, and then when I put those 2 books in another poll for Twitter to choose from, I cocked up and picked a different book that didn't come in on the neck and neck. The book that I cocked up on was Monstrous Volume 2. So I've decided to read both Destroy Me and Monstrous Volume 2, because they were the 2 that should have been on the poll. So that's the reasoning in very, very quick terms. This, by the way, was gifted to me by Katie from The Anxious Bookworm. I won this in a giveaway from her, so thanks, Katie. So yeah, those are my plans. Literally, that's it for today, for the 24-hour readathon. That's my plans. If I do finish those within the 24-hour readathon with a decent amount to go, I do have another book I can pick, but I'm not going to jinx it and tell you what that is now. You probably already know if you've been here all week anyway watching these, but I will just pick that up if I get to the end of those 2, which I really kind of hope I do, actually, to be honest. With some time to spare, that would be awesome. So I'm going to carry on editing, and then it'll probably be the morning before I check back in with you, to be perfectly honest, unless I feel like saying something later, but I probably won't. So I will probably see you in the morning, but whatever, I'll just check back in with you whenever. Morning. We're going to ignore the fact that I haven't brushed my hair yet and I'm still in bed and I'm still in my PJs. Apparently Belle's so over Monday. So it's 9:40 on Saturday morning. I have a bit of a headache. I've decided I'm just going to read in bed for a little bit this morning, and last night I managed to get to page 103 of Unravel Me. I didn't manage to get to the 155 page mark. I was so tired, I couldn't stay up any longer, so I stopped at page 103. I'm really happy with that, to be fair, and I think today's aim, I want to try and get over the page 200 mark before I like properly get up. Then I'll be nearly halfway through the book, so yeah, I think I'll do that and then might wash my hair. So I'll see how I feel in a little bit, but I just feel a bit sick and a bit dizzy. Just feel a bit sick and a bit dizzy. I'm very headachy, so I'm just gonna eat something and I am gonna have a brew and read for a little bit. So yeah, in bed, because why the fuck not? So I thought it might be a bit different than just reading downstairs all day, so I thought, why the hell not? It's awful weather outside. I was just brushing my teeth and all of a sudden I could hear it pounding down outside, so it's absolutely terrible weather. So there's no sitting in the garden for me today. Probably, unless my headache gets really bad later, I probably won't go for a walk or anything. So yeah, that's it. This is me in the morning. It's not great, is it? So yeah, Jade's 24-hour readathon and also the reading rush. Such a good combo. So yeah, got several hours left. I will probably go until, well, I'll just go until I finish the books, and then I might pick something else up if I finish both of these today, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Vlog, I have my booktuber recommendation of the day, and today it is going to be Steph from Steph Loves. Now, I've been subscribed to Steph for quite some time. I believe that we originally got talking because we are actually from the same town. She actually lives not too far away from my best friend, so I just love having that connection with her.
I don't wanna let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out, but I promise if you stick around it'll never get boring. We'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now. Will you stay even when you wanna walk away? When times get bad, we can learn to love what we have. I don't wanna let you down, around. You're the only one I want there at the end of my story. It's the only thing I figured out, 'cause everything else in my life without you would be boring. And we'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now. I don't wanna let you down. Even when you wanna walk away, when times get bad, we can learn to love what we have. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down.
It is 10:23 on Sunday. I know that I don't actually know what footage I really got yesterday. I think a lot of it was aesthetics and things like that. But I don't really know, other than that, how much of me I got talking. I got me talking in the morning, and I know I did something. I wrapped the vlog up last night, but I'm just going to delete that because it's literally 18 minutes of me rambling. So I have made the decision to put Saturday and Sunday's vlogs together. I am not feeling very well. It started yesterday. I wasn't feeling, I think I mentioned it yesterday morning, I wasn't feeling very well yesterday morning. I had a really bad headache yesterday and felt really sick. Today the headache is not as bad. It's definitely subsided while I've slept last night, but I still feel quite sick. I was going to go to my parents today and see my nan and go have tea, but I just don't feel very well. So mention the headache's not feeling too bad. I can feel it. It's right here. Fuck. Because I'm feeling sick, I don't want to take any paracetamol because it makes me feel sick. So, okay. Anyway, so let's wrap up yesterday and let you know where I'm up to now with reading. So yesterday, I actually managed to read a lot considering how ill I felt and the fact that I fell asleep for 2 hours in the middle of the day as well. I ended up having a nap yesterday. So I managed to read, where is the, oh yeah. I managed to finish Unravel Me by Tahira Mafi. I am giving this 4.5 stars. I loved this, I thought it was fantastic. I liked it better than Shatter Me. This was so good. So basically Shatter Me follows a girl called Juliet who does not allow people to touch her, because when you touch her you will die. She has this power running through her that will kill you immediately when you touch her. Now Juliet's parents basically gave her up. They abandoned her basically, and she ended up in lots of psychiatric wards and things like that throughout her life as a child, because one day she accidentally killed a child. So the little boy fell over in the supermarket, his mother wasn't helping him, my battery's about to die. Sorry, the angle's changed, my battery died. So yeah, a little boy fell over in a supermarket one day. His mum was a bit of a bitch and she was taking the piss. She didn't help him up, and Juliet went to help him up and obviously touched him. I can't remember now if she knew the full ins and outs of her powers, but she killed the child. She ends up in an asylum and she spends a lot of her time there until one day a boy ends up being put in her cell with her, and she gets to know said boy, who is Adam. Now, Adam works for the guy that runs the re-establishment, I think that's what they call it, so that basically runs the country, if you like, and this guy is called Warner. Now, we have a love triangle in this story, we have other people with powers in the story. It's really good. I'm obsessed with it. It definitely gives me, and I've only just watched this very recently, but it gives me Code 8 vibes. I'll show a picture of the cover here. It's got Stephen and Robbie Amell in it, and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't great, but I really enjoyed it, and it was really nice to see the cousins playing together in a movie. Also, it gives me a little bit X-Men vibes as well, so kind of like, not superheroes, but people with powers. So on that basis, so more Code 8 side of things than anything. It's kind of a little bit like a dystopian, but not, if that makes sense. There's humans and there's people with powers, and there's a lot going on. It's really good, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And also this is kind of done in a little bit like it's not set out like diary entry formats, but it's almost like you're getting the information from Juliet's brain, if you like. So she'll write things out and then she'll scribble it out because it's either a thought she shouldn't be having about herself, thought she shouldn't be having about other people, things like that, and then she'll replace it with what she thinks she should be thinking, if that makes sense. So she might think, oh, such and such a body's hot or something, and then scribble it out because she shouldn't be having that thought because she shouldn't like that person, if that makes sense. So I really enjoyed it. Can't tell you too much about what happens in here without spoiling it, but I am loving this so far. It's so good. So this is book 2 in the Shatter Me series. Obviously I read book 1.5 during the reading rush as well, which was Destroy Me, and book 2.5 I think is called Fracture Me. So I'm really excited to pick that one up, and then I can buy Ignite Me. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. Thought it was fantastic. And I also read yesterday The Explorer by Catherine Rundell. I didn't read the whole of The Explorer. Sorry, I started The Explorer even. I got to page 66 and I need to read today's pages of this. This is part of Tandem Read Along, so thank you to Tandem for sending me this, and also to Bloomsbury, the publishers, for sending me this as well. This is a middle grade. I need to continue on with that today. And then last night when I went up to bed, finally when I went up to bed, it was like gone midnight before Kayla's video went up, and I'd been impatiently waiting for it. So I watched Kayla's video, then I got in bed, and then Brittany's video came on after I started this book, so I watched that one. But yeah, so I then started reading Mr. Malcolm's List by Suzanne Allain. Suzanne Allain. Allain? I have no idea. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I believe actually this isn't the first time this is being published. It came out in 2009 the first time. So I found out last night actually when I was having a quick butcher's. But yeah, I'm very excited. This comes out on Kindle on the 28th of July. Comes out in paperback in sometime in August. I can't remember the date. So I got to page 29, sorry, chapter 3. So I'm not too far in, but it's only relatively short. It's 244 pages. So yeah, really enjoying this so far. So we're following a girl called Julia, who has the hots. This is obviously a Regency romance, so I'm just going to dumb this down into 2020 terms, but has the hots for a guy called Mr. Malcolm, Jeremy Malcolm, and her cousin Lord Cassidy is friends with Mr. Malcolm, and Mr. Malcolm did take Julia out for a date. However, he doesn't like her, he's not interested in her. He has a list of requirements for a wife. Julia has found out from Cassidy about this list of requirements and has sort of brought her friend in, Selena, because she was of the opinion that Selena was like a bit of a joker as a child and would play pranks on people and things like that. Apparently that turns out that's not the case. Selena seems like a little bit of a quiet mouse, to be honest. Julia just seems like a bit of a bitch. But she's kind of recruited Selena in to play a prank on Mr. Malcolm, basically get him to fall in love with her, and then say to him that she's got a list of requirements and he doesn't seem to be fulfilling them. I think that's where this is going. However, Selena and Mr. Malcolm have just met at the ball by accident, and not knowing, she didn't know that it was Mr. Malcolm at the time, and she's like really into him. So not sure where this is going to go. I just don't think it's going to fall in Julia's favour at all. I think she's going to be tainted to be a bit of a sour puss, to be honest. So I don't know where this is going to fall. I think it's going to fall badly on Cassidy. He is influenced massively by his cousin. Oh, Julia's his cousin, by the way. I think he's going to be influenced massively by his cousin, and I think it's going to fall really badly for him as well. She's very, very manipulative. So, yeah, but it's going all right so far. This is my first ever Regency romance, and I think one thing that I was really, really nervous about Regency romances is the language. So I do find myself reading a word and being like, what does that even mean? And I'm questioning whether or not I'm stupid, or whether it's just because obviously I'm not from this era, and I don't tend to watch things, you know, like Downton Abbey and things like that probably are from this type of era, and I don't tend to watch shows or films like that, so I just don't know. It's something that I'm struggling with a little bit, but I'm gonna get through this. This is my plan today, to finish this. That's it. That's my only plan today. I do have something in my head that I would like to pick up later if I do get through this, but I'm not gonna push myself too hard because I am still not well, and I just want to get through this. That is my only aim for the day today. And then I will edit this entire vlog. So I think that's my plan for the day. We'll see how this goes. I'm looking forward to continuing on with this, so I'm going to get some breakfast real quick and might make a brew as well, actually. I kind of fancy a tea. So yeah, and obviously I need to read today's pages of The Explorers as well. So those two are my only aims for the day. Obviously I have it in my head that I might want to pick something else up later on, but I'll let you know about that dependent upon the time of which I finish this. So, but I'll keep you posted and let you know, and yeah. Hello, it's later on. 20 past 8 it is. I have finished Mr. Malcolm's list. I will do a bit of a wrap up at the end of the vlog because it's pointless me doing it now and then doing it again in a little bit because obviously I've not got a great deal of time left. And then I read an episode, a volume of The Walking Dead. So I've read volume 6 of The Walking Dead. Now, that then means that my total books finished. Oh, I need to add The Walking Dead volume 6 to the Reading Rush website. So total books finished is 8 at the moment. Total pages read 1,902. So what I was thinking was it would be really nice to go upstairs. Let's do this now. Walk and talk. To go upstairs and find something that is around about 100 pages long. And see if I can get over the 2,000 page mark because that would be really cool, wouldn't it, to have read 2,000 pages for the Reading Rush. So let's put you on there. Let's go through and see what we've got. Take that off. I'll just take them off the shelf first and then I will show you what I have. Lighting's fantastic. I still need to edit the vlog, so I'm out of breath now. So what else do I have? That, I don't know how many pages are in there. So I'm just pulling a load of, just pulling a load of really easy stuff off the shelves. So small stuff off the shelves. How many pages are in there? I don't think that that's got, no, that won't work. Okay, so, and then I have a couple of poetry collections down here that might help as well. So I have a few options. Let me tell you what I've got. So my 3 options are Monstrous Volume 2, Break Your Glass Slippers and The Mortal Instruments. So this one could work for the first one that you touch because that's what it was meant to be for. Break Your Glass Slipper could work for the prompt of want to read more of. And then Mortal Instruments could actually work for the TV adaptation that I've actually just done Walking Dead for, so here we are. So yeah, I don't know, I kind of actually want to do these two. I kind of want to do them both, which I know is it's 8:30, so I could be pushing my luck because I still need to edit this vlog and it's like 2 whole days as well. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe, I mean, Monstrous isn't heavy on the text, so I don't know how long it would take me to get through. It might only take me a half hour. And then this is very much, it's a poetry collection, so you know, like the pages aren't even whole and a lot of it is illustrated. So maybe I could get through them both. I'm going to take them both downstairs. We're going to go with both of these and I will keep you posted and obviously do a final update.
I don't wanna let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out, but I promise if you stick around it'll never get boring. We'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now. Will you stay? Even when you wanna walk away, when times get bad, we can learn to love what we have. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down.
Okay, so it's here, the end. I'm gonna wrap this up now. It's only 19 minutes past 9, but I need to edit this vlog and it's time to wrap things up. I just going off the back of the previous clip, I decided not to read Monstrous Volume 2. I got a couple pages in and made the decision that I actually needed to reread the first one because I can't remember what happened. It's only a couple of months ago when I read it, but I cannot remember because this is quite a complicated story in the first one. It's a little bit confusing, so I think what I need to do is read these back to back and maybe build up my collection of these so that I can read the whole lot back to back maybe. So I think that's what I'm going to do with those. So I did try with it, but I didn't read it. So let's just go through everything and what I read for what prompts, etc. So it is very useful that I don't have the fucking prompts on me. Okay, here we go. So the first prompt is to read a book that matches the colour of your birthstone. So for that, I read Unravel Me by Trr Vlog. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely love this, thought it was fantastic. This is the second in a series. It is the Shatter Me series by Trr Vlog, and ambulance and then a fire engine, and I loved this so much. It was so good. Excited to continue on with the series, absolutely cannot wait, very excited indeed. So 4.5 stars. Read a book that starts with the word the. I went for The Extraordinaries by TJ Klune. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. This I was reading and reviewing for Pride Books tours, so thank you to them for getting me on the tour, and also thank you to Hodder Escape for sending me a copy of the book, for sending me 2 copies because I'm giving one away. So I loved this, 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, just loved everything about it. Fantastic, really great book, highly recommend. The third prompt is to read a book that's inspired by a movie you've already seen. So for this, I listened to Jeff Wayne's The War of the Worlds, the musical drama. So I, however, cannot put the page count down for this because it's not actually physically a book. It is an audible musical drama only. And I have watched the War of the Worlds film. We're not going to get into it. I didn't like it, despite the fact that I love Tom Cruise. It was terrible. So I read that for that, but then I was feeling a little bit unsure and a bit guilty about the fact that I couldn't put a page count down on the Reading Rush website. I know it doesn't fucking matter, there are no rules here. Well, there are rules, but you know, nobody's policing this to the point that I'm going to get arrested because I haven't got a fucking page count for the book. But I was feeling a bit bad about it, so I also decided to read volume 6 of The Walking Dead. So I have watched The Walking Dead. I haven't finished watching the series. I did stop after about season 5, so not far off actually where volume 4 kind of comes to an end. I think maybe I might get to the end of this book and then that might be where I stopped watching, I'm not sure. But yeah, I managed to read volume 6 of this today. I recommend. I gave that volume 4 out of 5 stars. It was good. It was a very, very graphic, fucking well graphic. Ugh. If you've read it, you'll know which bit it is. It's Michonne and being at Woodbridge, or whatever the fuck the place is called, Woodbury. It was gross. Anywho, let's move on from that because I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't read it, but also it was really, really gross. It's way more graphic. The graphic novel, I know this sounds ridiculous, but the graphic novel feels to me way more graphic than the TV series. I don't know if I'm being stupid with that or not. I'm gonna have to speak to Siobhan about this because she loves reading those. Number 4, read the first book you touch. I took this to Twitter, but the book I did read for this is Destroy Me, which is book 1.5 in the Shatter Me series. So obviously I read this before I read Unravel Me, and this is Unite Me, which is a bind up of book 1.5 and book 2.5, which are 2 short novellas for the Shatter Me series. Really enjoyed this, 3 out of 5 stars. Read a book completely outside of your house. I read A Light Within the Dust. Is that what it's called? I'll show a picture of the cover here. This is the second in the Charlie Travesty series by Jesse Elliott and KJ Sutton, and I really love this. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I think I gave the first one 4 out of 5 stars as well, and I love that one. I read it at work, so it was outside of my house, but I read it while I was at work. Number 6, read a book in a genre that you've always wanted to read more of. So I picked up Mr. Malcolm's List by Suzanne Allain. Oh fuck, I'm sorry Susan. It was sent to me by Frankie from Little Brown, so thank you Frankie for sending me this one. This 3.5, it was fine, I enjoyed it, it was good. So Regency romances I would like to read more of. I then went ahead and picked up Break Your Glass Slipper by Amanda Lovelace, which is a poetry collection. I really want to pick up more poetry collections, and initially, before this came through, before Frankie sent me an email asking me did I want this book, I was going to, this was on my Reading Rush TBR for this prompt specifically. So decided to pick this up very last minute. You saw me do it in the previous clip, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I think yeah, I really enjoyed this. So there are several, this is basically like a Cinderella retelling but as poetry, and it's really, really good. What I love about Amanda's poetry collections as well is that at the very beginning she always gives very extensive trigger warnings, which I think are really, really important, because some of the topics, especially in her previous ones, are really heavy. Some of my favourite poems in here were Fairy Godmother says, despite what you have heard, being alone is not this great tragedy everyone makes it out to be. If nothing else, see it as an opportunity to reintroduce yourself to yourself, to relearn who you are today, to dream up all the people you would like to be for every tomorrow to come. Above all, find the value that lies in becoming your own best friend. I thought that was a really good one. A lot of these really like spoke to me, and I was like, oh my god. Another one. You may have it all, but that doesn't stop you from having it all. Celebrate her, then celebrate you. First, you must realise you can both be successful in different ways. Internalised misogyny. At the same time, you need to be willing to recognise your privilege. Be willing to lace your fingers together. Be willing to give a boost when you can. We don't win till we're all winning. It's the second part of that poem that I really, really like. It's because it's split on 2 different pages, but it's the second part of it. At the same time, you need to be willing to recognise your privilege. Be willing to lace your fingers together. Be willing to give a boost where you can. We don't win till we're all winning. I thought it was really relevant for the time period at the moment with everything that's going on, and I just thought it was a really good one to sort of pick up on. Just other little things as well. There is one where there is a self-care checklist that I've tabbed up because I think it's one that I would like to look back on every now and then and just try and go through it with myself on occasion. It's like literally laid out like a checklist, and it's really simple stuff. We all need to check in on ourselves more. Have you taken a break? Have you stretched? Have you moved around? Have you eaten? Have you hydrated? Have you ignored his texts? Have you recognised your worth? Have you righted your crown? I just think they're just so, like, they seem really, really simple, but it just depends at what point you read them that these could hit differently. Like, this could hit me completely differently tomorrow to how it hits me today. Do you know what I mean? And I just think her poetry collections will get me every single time. I just really, really enjoy them. So I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. Really, really enjoyed it. So that was for that one. And then the final prompt with the final book was to read a book that takes place on a different continent than where you live. I read The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. This takes place in Hawaii for the most part, but America in the States for the rest of it. Can't remember what state it is, but that's literally completely in a different continent than me. I'm in Europe. So I really enjoyed this. This is my third Christina Lauren book, I think, and I really enjoyed it. Gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was great. This had fake dating trope in it, which is my favourite. Also Enemies to Lovers, really enjoyed it. So if Christina Lauren's writing, the duo is great, and I love reading their books. So yeah, really enjoyed this one. So glad I've managed to pick that up. It was also my book club, the Contemporary Book Club's pick for July, one of the books for July. So all in all, I managed to read 9 books, which is great. I wanted to, in my previous clip, I mentioned that I wanted to get over 2,000 pages. So by adding Break Your Glass Slippers, is it slipper or slippers? Break Your Glass Slippers. By adding that to my TBR, I managed to get 2,029 pages and 9 books read. I'm so fucking proud of myself, and that doesn't include whatever the page count would be for the War of the Worlds musical or drama if it was a book. So yeah, so fucking proud of myself. I have had the best week. I will post a picture of my stats here. I took a screenshot of it from the Reading Rush website. I've had the best week. So thank you to the girls for hosting. I have absolutely loved daily vlogging. This wrap up is going to be so fucking long, but I've absolutely loved daily vlogging. I literally hate editing. Cannot stand it for the life of me. Can't stand editing. I hate it. So this week was going to go one of two ways for me. Either I was going to completely fucking fail daily vlogging and I was going to end up in a vlogging slump again because I can't be bothered editing. Spent all of June vlogging and deleting all of my footage because I couldn't be bothered editing it. That's basically what I did in June. So it was either going to send me back into a slump, or it was going to work out that I would end up really, really enjoying myself, and all I want to do now constantly is daily vlog. I do. I really enjoyed it that much, but I'm exhausted, so fucking tired. This weekend I've been really poorly, and I'm wondering if it's because I have been doing so much, obviously with reading so much, editing, vlogging, being at work more than usual, just things like that. I've been really social this week as well. The last 5 months for me have basically been me at home or me at my parents'. So for mental health reasons and also work reasons, I've been over at my parents' 2 days a week. This week I've been there 3. I have been with family this week quite a bit, and I've also been with friends socialising. So it's been a week. It has been a very busy week. Sorry if the angle's changed. My memory card ran out of memory, which I'm not surprised about because I got all of yesterday's clips on it as well as today's. So as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's been a really sociable week for me this week, and also more commuting and more reading than I would usually do, more vlogging than I would usually do, and a fucking shitload of more editing than I would usually do as well, because on top of daily editing as well, I've also edited my August TBR and my June wrap up this week. So I've been doing a lot more editing than I usually would. I would usually only edit 3 videos a week, sorry, whereas this week obviously I've edited 5 so far for the reading rush, because this will be day 6 and 7, and then 2 more. So I've edited 7 videos this week, which is quite a bit. So, and I've been really like on it with Instagram and Twitter and things like that as well. So, oh, speaking of Instagram, I forgot to mention that on, what day was it now? 2 days ago, on, was it Friday? Day 5, whatever day 5 was, the winners came through for the book stack, and I didn't win, but I got an honourable mention from the Instagram group, so the Instagram page. So thank you so much to the girls for that. I really appreciate it. I haven't shown you day 6 and 7's posts. So day 6 post was to post a picture of your reading fuel, #RR snacks. So this was the picture I posted. Obviously I posted a picture of A Light in the Dusk. Oh, that's the name of the book, A Light in the Dusk, not A Light Within the Dusk. And then pictures of Gardener's cookies as well, with my glasses and a brew. These Gardener's cookies, I'll leave a link to Gardener's down below if you want to check them out. They have a subscription box, which I think is approximately about £11 a month, and it comes in the post and you end up with 6 cookies, and they're fucking amazing. Absolutely love them, so good. And then today's post was to... What was today's post? Use your books to make artwork, #RR artwork. So I decided to post this picture, which I took a couple days ago, when I took, not a couple days ago, last week, the week before last, before I even knew the prompt. And this was when I took the stack that I took the other day as well. So I just posted this up there. I just thought it would be a bit different, a little bit nice. So I posted that as well today. So those are the Instagram challenges that I needed to update you on, because I didn't show you any yesterday. And was there anything else I needed to tell you about? I don't think there was. So I've just had an absolute blast this week. I cannot believe it's over. I'm literally devastated. I'm really gutted it's over. I've had such a good time. I've loved everything that I've read. I haven't read anything less than a 3-star, and I've just had a really great time. It's been really good. I can't believe I've read 9 books this week. It's been so good. I've had an absolute blast. Please let me know in the comments down below what your favourite part of the reading rush has been this week. I know that I have had you tell me something every single day, so tell me what your favourite part of the reading rush has been this week. I really want to know. I think My favourite part has probably been interacting with people, putting up my vlogs and then chatting to people in the comments, watching everybody else's comments. Just, you know, the community side of it really comes out, and I have such a good time with that. Even like on Instagram, liking people's pictures. I've had so many new followers this week on Instagram. I have had, because of Becca from Becca and the Books, thank you so much to Becca. She's been doing, at the end of her vlogs, she has been doing a booktuber shout out at the end of all the vlogs, and I was the booktuber that she shouted out on Friday, maybe. Yeah, I think it was Friday. I can't remember which vlog it was. I think it was Friday, and I cannot thank her enough. I honestly can't thank her enough. So before she made that video, I can't remember how many subscribers I was at. It was like 797 or something, and I am now currently at, bear in mind Friday was literally not even fully 2 days ago, I'm now at 846 subscribers. Like, I've gained about 50 subscribers in the last 2 days because of Becca's shout out. So thank you so much, Becca, for that shout out. I'll leave a link to Becca's channel down below if you're not already subscribed to her. I don't know what you're doing, but Becca and the Books, go check her out. She's absolutely amazing. Highly recommend doing that. And anybody else that I've mentioned in the video, anybody else I've shown in the video over the weekend, I know I've watched a lot of YouTube this weekend and I've shown quite a few people. I will link them all down below. Go and check them out. And also, just very quickly, wanted to shout out to Cody. Happy birthday, Cody. I hope you've had the loveliest day. I hope Massey has treated you, and yeah, I just hope you've had an amazing day. I love you a lot and I miss you a lot, and I hope you're doing good, babe. Happy birthday. So I hope you have all had a blast. I know I have. I'm going to miss daily vlogging, but I am still going to have videos going up this week. I have a video going up on Tuesday, a video going up on Thursday, and then I'll sort some out for Saturday. I haven't done so yet, but Tuesday and Thursday's videos are sorted, so keep your eyes open for those. Girl has not stopped just because she's done a week's worth of vlogging. So I will see you in the next video. Please give this video a like down below if you've enjoyed it. I would really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Again, I would really appreciate it. And a hello to all of my new subscribers. I am so grateful that you're here, so thank you so much for being here, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.